guys, it's Reagan and today I'm filming a TBR for an upcoming read-a-thon. And this read-a-thon is both hosted and created by Whitney over at Witty Novels, and essentially this read-a-thon is to read as many books as you possibly can in the shortest period of time. So it basically lends itself to reading the smallest books on your TBR pile or your bookshelf so you can feel as accomplished as possible at the span of these 3 days. And the read-a-thon, I believe, starts on July 10th and goes till July 13th, which is this weekend, and there are challenges involved with this read-a-thon as well, which I will now go through. So the first challenge, I believe, is to read a children's book, and this is because children's books are easier to read. The font tends to be larger, the pictures tend to take up some space, so you know. The next one is to read a hardback, which is just, as she describes it, a challenge because it might be difficult to find a really small hardback on your shelf. And next one is to read a book in verse. Then to read 2 books in a 24-hour period, and then the last one I believe is to read a graphic novel. So I picked out as many books as I could that fit along these challenges. I do not have a book written in verse because I just don't think I own one, which, darn it. The first book on my TBR is the book I'm currently reading, and I might be done with it by the time the read-a-thon starts, but who knows. And it is Tatiana and Alexander by Paulina Simons. This is not a short book. It is like almost 600 pages, but I only have 150 pages left, which kind of makes it like a small book. So if I'm not done with it by the time this weekend, this will be the first thing I finish because I don't want to stop reading this because it's actually amazing. This is the sequel to The Bronze Horseman, and it's amazing. And I will tell you more about it in my wrap up, but I like this better than the first one by far. The next book on my TBR is the one that checks off the children's book part of the challenges, and I picked Doll Bones by Holly Black. This is a middle grade novel that I honestly have no idea what it's about, but it gives the impression that it's eerie and creepy, and the title itself called Doll Bones sounds kind of creepy. It's very, very short, and I have a feeling I can read this very quickly. So I picked it, and I'm excited to get it. And I think it won. Yeah, it was nominated for the Newbery Book Award, which is always a good sign. The next book on my TBR is just the read a hardcover book, and I picked Charm and Strange by Stephanie Cuen. This is another really short hardback book, but it actually has gotten fantastic reviews online that I've seen, but I actually haven't really seen anything about it on BookTube itself. It involves a mysterious boarding school in the woods, which was enough to hook me, let me tell you. Other than that, I honestly don't know what it's about, but I am very much intrigued. The last 2 books on my TBR are graphic novels because Cramathon. These are the fastest things to read. The first one being East of West, which is a science fiction western tale set in, I think, maybe on an alternate Earth or perhaps another planet. Max over at Well Done Books loves this graphic novel series, and I really trust Max's opinions and stuff like that, so I really want to read it. Plus the artwork is stunning. Flipping through it, it's definitely in my style. It's really great, and I'm very excited to read this. And the second graphic novel I have on my TBR is The Wicked and the Divine, and this is by Glenn McClevey and Wilson Cowles, and it's called The Faust Act, which I think is hilarious. And this is essentially a graphic novel about every 90 years, 12 gods return to Earth and kind of set the trends of whatever. Apparently good. I've heard some mixed things about this, but the one thing that everyone can agree on is that the art is stunning, because it's honestly stunning. So I'm really excited to get to this. I have kind of mid-range expectations, so it might surprise me. Alrighty guys, that is my Cramathon TBR. Let me know down below if you're participating in this read-a-thon this weekend. As well, I will link the information videos down below for you as well if you need more information about the read-a-thon and stuff like that. Anyway, I will see you guys soon with another video soon. Goodbye!